Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel, besties. For today's video, it's kind of a different one for me because I actually don't think either of us have done this before. We've done like morning routines on the channel, but we've not done this particular video, neither separate nor together. But I am going to be showing you guys my skincare routine. Woo! I'll be showing basically what I've been doing the past month, I want to say. So I basically started this routine in August when I went to Portugal, and through the whole month of August basically I've been doing this routine, and I'd like to say I've been noticing a difference. So I thought, why gatekeep? I'm going to take you guys on board with me, what I do for my morning skincare, and then rather than showing you my night routine, because it's pretty the same, it's just like slight different products, I'll just show you what those products are, but you'll do my morning skincare with me. So let's get on to it. So as you can tell, I'm filming this in my room, and obviously I'm not going to be able to wash my face in my room, so I'm going to quickly cut to the bathroom just to show you how I use my cleanser. But I thought I'll show you the cleanser first because it's just a bit easier. I use the CeraVe cleanser. Now this one in particular is the one I started using since August. It's the hydrating foaming oil cleanser, and this is for normal to very dry skin. I don't actually know if they do this for like combination or oily skin like this particular one, but this one has actually been working for me because I find it more, I don't know, I find it more like hydrating. I feel like it's actually doing something more. And then the one I used to use before, like every day, so both morning and night, was this one, which is the hydrating cleanser. So there's no oil in this one, it's just a normal cleanser, and again for normal to very dry skin. But what I've now started doing is using this one at night time and using this one in the morning. So I am going to quickly hop on over to the bathroom. So we're going to be switching to phone cam, and I will show you how I use this. Oh, I want to try a cute transition. Should we try it? Ooh, let's see. Okay, so I don't believe that worked at all, but let's head on over to the bathroom. So we are now back, and I have, as you would have seen, washed my face with the cleanser. So now we're going to move on to the products. Now, majority of these products do consist of Simple, but I also have, well, that was rude. I also have the odd like other branded products just mixed it in. I'm going to quickly use these clips again just to keep these little bits back. In this little bag of wonders is where I keep all my skincare products, and what I usually start off with first is Pixi Glow Tonic, and it looks like this. So what this basically is, it's basically a toner, and I like to always start with the toner right after cleansing just to add sort of thing. And I'm very much like one that likes to have a glow to my skin and all of that. I just feel like it looks more, I don't know, it looks more like you're alive, and I know that probably sounds weird to say, but it gives more that like illuminating presence to your face. And this actually does work for all skin types per what the bottle says, so if you want to give it a try, go ahead. I don't actually have a toner for my night routine. It's something that I'm still looking into like sort of get, but I'm looking to see which one is best to use for me. I know there's probably a load out there, so if you guys have any recommendations, do let a girl know. But what I do is I just take one of these little cotton pads that you can get from like Superdrugs or Boots or Primark, and then I just pop some on here like that, and then all you do is you literally rub it all over your face. I go in circular motion, so like that. Make sure to go all the way to the end of your face, down your chin, And then I also just like to go just like under here, under my neck. And that is it. And this is what you're basically left with. So as you can see, this is the kind of exfoliating that it talks about. Now step 2, it usually differs. I don't always do this every day, but I'm going to show you guys today just for the sake of it. So I also use these Pixi under eye masks, and this one is with rose and chamomile. That's what it's infused with. And this is nourishing eye patches. It literally just goes right under your eyes, and it's got aloe vera which softens, and then the chamomile soothes the skin. This is what it looks like. So it looks like that. Now Pixi does do different kinds of eye patches. My sister also has one, and her one is more like a, I think if I'm not mistaken, her one's the detoxifying one, something like that. And this lid will be blue, so just in case you wanted to try. So inside it opens up like that, and it's got a little spatula inside that it can help you take out the little patches. And then once you open up that, you'll get something that looks a bit like this, but inside it basically has all the eye patches. My one's obviously like kind of half full because I've been using it often, not too often, but as often as I can. So you just scoop one up. Just be very careful with them because he's actually quite fragile. They flip in and rip all over the place. But you'll take one like that, and then you just place it under the eye and just soften it like this so that it stays stuck down. Then you take the next one, you repeat the process. And that's what it's left look like. So what I tend to do, I just leave these on until I start feeling the actual patch itself a bit dry, and then that's when I know it's done its thing. Take it off and we'll move on to the next step. So as you can see, they're starting to dry out. I think this one might look a bit more dry on camera, but I think that's just because it's on the side of the light. But as it starts to dry, you just pinch the two sides, pull them together, and I take them off. And then with like the remaining that sort of stays under the eye, I just sort of rub it in like this. And that is that for the eye patches bit. Next step is under eye serum, booster, gel, whatever you really want to call it. So I use the Simple Brightening Eye Gel, and then this one, it protects and glows basically. So again, back in with the glowy type products, but this one, it helps to brighten, hydrate and relieve screen stressed eyes, and it's got 3% antioxidants, vitamin B3, C and E and ginger. So these motorbikes really love making noise. So this is what it looks like. So you just open it like this, and you'll have like a little pointy tubey thing, and then I just kind of like look up with my head, and then this I just squeeze some just under the eye. So like that, small very thin layer, you don't need a lot because this does spread quite a bit. And then just with your fingers, you just rub it in like this. So I do sometimes like to bring mine up onto the eyelids just to soothe it, so it's like almost the excess that gets left on your finger. Just brush it on, well, not brush, dab it on to your eyelids. So what I next do, I go in with my daily moisturizer. Again, I use the Simple Hydrating Gel Cream, and this one is again for dry and also sensitive skin, and it's like a water boost gel, and it just, I feel like for me, because my skin is quite dry, the water boost part of it helps a bit more, feel more hydrating on the skin. So this is what it looks like. I've gone through so many of these, I've actually lost count, but they're so good. And so far, if you suffer from dry skin, these are the only base creams that I've used that I actually feel like it's hydrated my skin and not just something that I'm putting on for the sake of it. So I just put a dollop on the back of my hand, just spread it out onto your face, and then if sometimes I get remaining like this where I feel like I put it everywhere but I've got more, I just find wherever else I could put it, and then just rub it in. Again, I like to take my one down the neck. So the second to last step, we're nearly done guys, I promise, is a serum. So again, I promise you this is not a sponsored ad for Simple. I wish it was. Simple, if you're watching this, sponsor us. I would not mind doing that. Majority of my products consist of this anyways. I use the Simple Vitamin C, E and F Booster Serum, and this says it has instant visible results, youthful glowing skin, and again works for all skin types. I personally do quite like how this has been going on, and it definitely does make your skin look a bit more like glowy and have that glow-esque to it. So it's one of these little droppy drops, which is always handy to have. What I've actually seen online is, and this has been TikTok, so I don't know if this is true or not, but you shouldn't like put it directly onto the skin. You should put it on your hand, because any bacteria that's on your skin still will go onto the like the actual tubey bit, and then you're just basically putting bacteria back into your tube. So what I'm going to start doing is basically spreading it onto my hand like this, few drops and then just dabbing that a bit like we do with the cream basically, and then again just rub it in. Moving on to our final step, which is actually one that I use both morning and night time. It is the Ordinary Caffeine Solution, and this one is just for your under eyes again only. This I actually started using it from my sister. She brought it with her to Portugal and I use her one like often, and this is meant to help with like your dark circles and like pigmentation, so it reduces the appearance of eye contour, pigmentation and of puffiness. Now out of all of those I mainly just have like slight pigmentation, so both under here and like again my eyelids. So I just take a bit onto the tube and then this one like that. I don't actually try to let it touch my skin, but this one is just easier to put directly onto your face as opposed to your finger. Do the other side and then just rub it in, but this one I do try to just keep it in the hip, this sort of area, and then again I take it onto my eyelids. This could be an order that isn't correct or how you should be, like the steps that you should be doing it in, but for me this has been working and I've not really noticed an issue. I've not had any unnecessary breakouts, for instance. The only slight breakouts I've been having is just around here, but that's down to me waxing that area, and I'm a bit sensitive when it comes to wax, so I tend to get these like little spots, especially here, but they go away in a few days. So far this has worked for me. Again, like I said, I've been using it for about a month and a bit now, and I've definitely noticed a change in my skin. It's definitely more smoother, there's less like spots showing sort of thing. My face definitely feels like more softer and like plumper, so it's definitely, I've definitely noticed a change. But obviously you're all welcome to try your own routine. This might not work for everyone. Like I said, I've got more dry skin, so if you've got more of a dry skin based skin type, this might work for you. So if you want to take away some products and try it, let me know how it works for you. Now the final step is just a bit of Carmex on the lips, because we do also need to moisturize those. But all in all, that is it for my morning skincare routine. So really quick, I'm just going to show you guys the products that I would use for the nighttime routine. For nighttime routine, so as I said, I use the CeraVe cleanser for the nighttime routine. Like I said, I don't have a toner yet, so I don't actually use any. I just go straight into my under eye gel, and again, it's a simple one, but this one is the hydrating eye gel, and I just find this one works best like whilst asleep, because that's when I'm asleep and that's when it can do its thing and I'm not going anywhere, I'm not outside, lets it do its thing. So that's what I start off with. Then I go into, again, my moisturizer. So I follow the same concept as my morning routine, it's just a different type of product. So this one is the Simple Skin Quench Sleeping Cream, obviously speaks for itself. And then I go in with the Simple Hyaluronic Acid B5 Booster Serum. Again, this one definitely makes your skin feel very hydrated, very soft feeling, and it's always got like that tacky feel to it, but not like too much. Finally, the same as in the morning, I also just use this one at nighttime too, because again, you're asleep, so it can just melt itself into the skin without it hitting anything else from the outside. But to sum it up, that is basically all I use. I do also have the CeraVe Facial Moisturizing Lotion with SPF 50 in it. This one is more for like the morning, so if I'm like going out anywhere and it's like, well, SPF is something you should use regularly, but especially like in the summertime. So I use this one usually like in the summer or when it's in general quite sunny. This is our friend over here. But to wrap up this week's video, there you have it. There is my go-to both morning and night skincare, how I do it, what I follow. Let me know if this was of any use to you, and if you really do want me to show you my nighttime routine, then just also comment that down below. More than happy to actually do it. But as you can see, you've seen my products. Again, it literally follows the exact same way as my morning routine. I hope you guys, what the hell was that? I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really does help us, and whilst you're at it, turn on the post notification bell so that you're notified when we've next uploaded. If you want to see more of us and our personal lives and what we get up to on a day-to-day, you can follow our social medias, which will be here on the screen, and it will also be linked down below for your entertainment only. But for now, that is goodbye from me. We love you guys. That's my little heart, and we will see you guys next week.